Well, good evening. It's been a nice turnaround today after a gray, gloomy start with the fog that's been hanging around each morning recently. We are starting to see more of that sunshine throughout the valley. Here's a look at a really cool shot of that sun coming up as it's trying to shine through that shallow layer of fog in that Woonasca area, Minnesota. Maureen sent this photo to us. A really pretty shot there at the orange and red glow coming through. And we've got more sunshine out there right now. We're looking at, again, that blue sky in Grand Forks. We're seeing it more right along the Red River and then points east from there. And that's allowed those temperatures in these areas to rise more than our neighbors to the west. Let's take a look at those numbers. We're at 77 degrees right now in Fargo. It is 75 degrees in Grand Forks, looking at 70 currently in the Detroit Lakes area, back down toward Elbow Lake, or rather Fergus Falls. Detroit Lakes is at 72. And then out to the west, that's where we're more in the 60s because of the clouds. We're at 67 degrees in Jamestown and 65 in Devils Lake. Wind, it's picking up a little bit. We've been talking about getting to around that 20-mile-per-hour range, and we've got some gusts to 17 in DL and over in Fargo 18 miles per hour. Not very strong, but a little bit of wind. Alexandria gust to 21. Here's a look at that latest radar and satellite map. Again, clear skies. You had some of those puffy afternoon cumulus clouds pop up, and then out to the west you can see the overcast conditions that are giving way. They're moving from east to west. Not often we see that happen here in the valley, but we're clearing from east to west in Devils Lake and Jamestown. You'll see a little more blue sky here shortly. And here's this system that has continued to have some impacts on the Midwest. It's easing its grip on us here in the upper Midwest and moving more into the Great Lakes area, and will continue to slide that direction and away from us in the coming days. So as we head into the evening hours tonight, we're going to really enjoy some quiet conditions. We're seeing those temperatures getting into the 60s eventually after warming into the 70s in a lot of spots. And then by 11 o'clock tonight, right in those mid 50s to some low 60s at that point. Still pretty mild for late September. Wind coming in again out of the southeast, and it'll ease up once that sun sets. And then moving on into the overnight hours, there is the potential for more development of some patchy fog yet again tomorrow morning. I don't know if it will be as extensive as it was yesterday and this morning, but still the possibility is there. And we could even see just some clouds hanging around through the morning hours for your Wednesday. But similar to today, we'll watch them give way and get more and more sunshine as the day goes on. So by 4 o'clock, more partly cloudy skies. Temperatures 60s to some low to mid 70s with wind out of the southeast. Yet again, kind of a repeat forecast with some dry conditions coming up here for your Wednesday. Heading into Wednesday night, similar, we'll be into those 60s for the evening hours. Let's take a look at your extended planner because things are going to be changing into Thursday and Friday. We'll see a little more wind as our next system approaches, and we'll have a chance for some rain late Thursday night into the northern valley. It's looking like right now. And then Friday, that potential for more rain that's scattered around the valley, maybe some thunder. And check out this weekend. I bumped up our temperatures a couple more degrees. It's looking more likely that we'll be pretty warm, getting into that 80-degree range both Saturday and Sunday, with a chance for storms, which is weird to say.
Yeah, that is weird to say.
Right, because we're transitioning into October this weekend and talking about summer weather.
83s. I love to see it.
Looking good.
Thanks, Lisa. Still to come here at 5. After nearly losing his life in a medical emergency, a Minnesota man is sharing his story in hopes of inspiring others.